I'm in the whip, I'm in the rest, I never switch.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Drop deep. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Little. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 3. Coming. Mike 3. Combo. And let's get this. Go. Wild Bill. Mike 3.
Back to throw. James. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He was looking for Matthews that time. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
This is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now Jackson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
That's a gain of 8.
On 3rd down, Little. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones, 31 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like it. Their quarterback hit.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Jackson. He gets it complete to Harris.
Let's go, baby.
These two teams all tied after one. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Now James on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Set. 18 Gator. Let's get it. Hey, pick your game up. Go. Mike 3. Mike 3. Rabbit. Mike 3. Mike. Hey, wahoo. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood. 3. Mike 3. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 3. Mike 3. Combo. Bring it. 0-0. Mike 3. Shoot.
James from the gun, he'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A give to Harris. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go. Check.
On second down, it's Harris, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Check 15. Check.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Now. Motion. Go, Jackrabbit. Come on, now.
On 1st down, it's Little, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go, tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And that play there, boy, almost looked like it was a video game and he didn't know what the pitch button was. Not very well executed.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, you better figure it out fast. I suggest knowing it before you actually run that play.
34 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go. Mike 3. Get it.
To throw is James, operating from the gun. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Check. Smoke. Mike 3. Combo. Night, sweetheart.
Operating from the gun, James. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the score, blitz coming, and down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll keep it on the ground. Little. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. They run again with Harris. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on third and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Kill, turn up.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
15
James now on first and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run again with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's brought in by Harris. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Falcons.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10. They run with Harris. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive. And
he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Ricky.
Mike 3. Combo.
5.
I'm coming after you.
0, Mike 3.
Hey, I'm coming. Mike 3.
Watch the curl.
Looking to throw. James. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Nova.
Pick it up.
On 3rd down, it's Little, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's James throwing on 4th down. It's Williams on the catch. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at the 3. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now here's another carry for Harris. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
The catch made by Miller. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run. Here's Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. On 3rd down, it's Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Harris. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Atlanta, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
My true the code is chill. Storage treacherous, I